What's going on, everybody? Welcome into the Bills Chat halftime show. I am Josh McCarty. Whew, what a game. The Bills lead by a score of 21-10. And folks, that last drive by the Bills, I sent a tweet out from our Bills Chat account, was chef's kiss effing perfect. Everything about that drive, how they managed the clock, how they made sure the Ravens didn't have a chance to get the ball at the end. Just a perfect management of the clock. I loved when they got down near the red zone. They ran one James Cook run to really drain that clock down to about 25 seconds and then took their shots at the end zone. Absolutely perfect. I know you all are hyped up. Let's see what's going on in chat right now. McChronicle and the Bills get the ball first to start the second half. I mean, what more could you want out of a first half? 2 Lamar Jackson turnovers. You had the one interception where the Bills are driving and you have this phantom holding call that really derails the drive. And, you know, we're all fatalistic Bills fans, right? Like we're thinking, oh, that was our moment. NFL screwing us over. Oh, no. The Bills do just fine. I thought the sequence, shout out to James Stokes, by the way. These boys are mauling the Ravens. I thought the biggest sequence of the game, and let me know if you guys agree in chat, not the interception by Taylor Rapp, not the fumble recovery by Von Miller, not even the last drive to go ahead by 21-10 and then get the ball out of the second half. I thought the absolute biggest sequence of this game so far, first and goal, yes, McChronicle, reading my mind, from the 2-yard line, and this defense bows up and keeps them out of the end zone. It was perfect. Bobby Babich was ready for everything the Ravens were going to throw at them. On that third down play, or was it second down, where Lamar fakes the handoff and he does that slow turnaround? We've seen Lamar hundreds of times, it feels like, turn around, the defense is faked out, not just the Bills, every defense, because he's so excellent, and there's a wide open Mark Andrews Bateman in the end zone. The Bills did not bite on it one bit. I think the defensive line is playing fantastic. I thought one of Lamar Jackson's big scrambles of the game, a 16-yard run, Greg Rousseau's in perfect position. It's just Lamar Jackson's going to be in Canton someday, and you have to tip your cap. If Greg Rousseau can't make that play, then you tip your cap. It's just been such a perfect start for the Bills. But I will say what everybody is thinking. We're all Bills fans. It doesn't need to be said out loud. The job is not done. This is a beautiful start. Everything you wanted to see from these boys to start this game is chef's kiss perfect, but Lamar is going to make his plays. Right now, you can see the chess match right now between the Bills defense and the Ravens offense. The Bills do really have to commit to stopping one or the other run or pass. I will say this, and I think somebody may have said that in chat. Ace D, 28-10 and the game is over. Ace, what I will say is I give Lamar Jackson a lot of credit to be able to still come back from 28-10. But boy, oh boy, if you get a 28-10 lead on these Ravens, you really get to a territory where they become one-dimensional. And if they can't mix in runs to their passing game that's missing Zay Flowers, I think that is a perfect spot for the Bills. That's exactly where you want to be. And it allows Sean McDermott to call defenses more designed to take away passes. So far, so good. Let's go to some of the stats from this game. I know you all are enjoying it just like me. Excuse me. Josh Allen on the day, 5 of 7 for 69 yards. Nice. Has 2 rushing touchdowns. Ray Davis, 3 for 26, has 1 rushing touchdown. Ray Davis, by the way, I think the Sean McDermott doesn't trust rookies crowd is having a tough one with, you know, the biggest game this stadium has seen since the Chiefs were here last year. And Ray Davis has 3 carries for 26 yards and a touchdown. And then on the receiving end, I thought going into this game, this was going to be a Keon Coleman, Amari Cooper game. Shows what I know. I thought you could attack the Ravens at their boundary cornerbacks. And outside of one shot to Keon Coleman where Trey White is draped all over him, and I thought we were a little fortunate to get that call. Looked like they were fighting with each other. They haven't even been targeted. it's been Khalil Shakir. And we say it every week. What a weapon Khalil Shakir is. And I know it's so easy to say, well, you have this great quarterback in Josh Allen. Somebody's got to catch the ball. Somebody's a product of the system. But Khalil Shakir, after the catch, his reliability, everything he does is just perfect for what this offense needs. And we all know the first time these teams met, week 4, he was not right. He got injured early in that game. He had to tough through it. He wasn't himself. On the defensive side, Damar Hamlin and Greg Rousseau both have sacks. Hamlin obviously was in there on the fumble recovery by Von Miller, which when he didn't score, you're thinking, oh boy, we could be in trouble here. And let's go back to chat here. Luca was in here and he says, I love my ice cream double dipped halfway there. 21-10. Boy, I mean, a field goal even would be great because you're up 14. But man, that touchdown coming out of half, if the Bills can get it done, just really feels like not nail in the coffin, but man, just an unbelievable chance for the Bills to really grab a stranglehold of this game. Roy Collins brings up what I think is going to become a very interesting talking point this offseason. We're not there yet. Hopefully we're not there in a couple hours. Hopefully we have about 3 more weeks of this regular season to go. But yeah, I predicted this would be the stamp on the Amari Cooper trade game. And this would be Brandon Beane taking his vows for making that trade. And it just hasn't come to fruition. Cooper has been on the field quite a bit. I would say probably not as much as Mack Hollins, but he's been out there quite a bit, as that's to be expected when the Bills are going to be more pass oriented. You'll see more of Amari Cooper and Dalton Kincaid as opposed to Mack Hollins and Dawson Knox. But yeah, you know, I would have thought, Roy, that by this point of the season, Amari Cooper would be more of a focal point of the offense, but we are where we are. Everybody eats is the mantra. Everybody eats is really what has gotten them to this point, and they are staying true to themselves. And you know, it's not like they have any vendetta against Cooper. And everything we've heard, it sounds like he's a-okay with stats, just wants to win. Kyle Borchert. I'm not trying to butcher your last name. Go Bills. Absolutely. Let's see what Senior Onion says. Job's far from finished. Love the run game, but want to see some more short passes if we do go deep shots to Keon and Cooper. I agree, Senior Onion. I really think that that is where you can get this Ravens secondary, particularly Stevenson. If Trey White comes on the field, look, this pains me to say this because, you know, all of us love Trey White, right? Like all of us have memories of Trey White. The reality of the 2025 version of Tre'Davious White is he signed a minimum deal with the Rams, was released by the Rams, and now he's playing cornerback 4 for the Ravens. And unfortunately, he doesn't have the speed to make up for anything else that goes wrong on a play. His instincts have to be perfect. And, you know, you even saw, I think the pass interference showed a lack of confidence in his own physical ability. So if he's on the field, you absolutely want to take a shot at him. James Stokes with a great point there. Hopefully Rapp comes back. It sounds like the way the announcers were saying it might be kind of serious. And I'll say this. I know Hamlin was in on the forced fumble, and I think Hamlin is one of the Bills' better, sorry, I'm trying to find an update here. And I saw something about Brian Mormon kicking field goals at halftime. That doesn't make any sense. Better run defending safeties. But even on that play deep to Bateman, it's just Hamlin leaves you wanting a little bit more. And that cover 1 look that the Bills had, I just don't feel like you can allow Bateman to get behind you. I'm going to look really quickly here for a wrap update. Let me know if you guys see one on Twitter from any of the Bills beat reporters. As Banged Up Bills, follow him on Twitter. Going to read a tweet verbatim here from him. Doesn't look like much on the first angle. Second angle shows the right leg got jammed into the hip. Could be tough to return effectively. So, you know, Banged Up Bills does about as good of a job as anybody. Right now, we saw Cole Bishop in there. I think they'll see Cam Lewis mix in there. Trey's not what he used to be, but still have a soft spot for him. Yeah, me too, Roy. A lot of it similar to like when the Bills played the Dolphins this year and you saw Poyer out there. We love Poyer. He's not the same player. It's tough to watch. I like the medium distance passes to Shakir over the middle. More of that, please. Jack, that is a fantastic point. And maybe given the time of this show, that's where we can end it here is we've all heard all week how great this Ravens defense has been since week 11. And, you know, they number one in EPA. And when they moved Marlon Humphrey to nickel and they moved Kyle Hamilton back to full-time safety, everything just kind of fell into place. But I will point out, since week 11, the Ravens also played the Steelers 3 times, the Browns starting Bailey Zappi, and the Giants. Okay. So they got fat on a lot of bad teams. And they are weak, to Jack's point, over the middle. Roquan Smith is maybe the best run-stopping linebacker in the entire sport, but you can beat him with a Dalton Kincaid or a Khalil Shakir over the middle. You can beat him with a James Cook or a Ty Johnson out of the backfield. That is a weakness of this team. I want the Bills to stay aggressive. I don't think this is a team that the Bills can necessarily just line up and run at. Although, depending on what happens on this first drive, depending on score effects, the Bills might find themselves in a situation where they go more traditional 4-minute offense. But I'm going to just say this while I end it here. There's 1 minute left before they take the field again. Sean McDermott deserves a lot of credit for the first half of this game. And I think he deserves a lot of credit for the Broncos game. This team has come out ready to play. They heard all the noise. The way they managed that situation at the end of the half was perfect. And, you know, if the Bills win this game, all the talk's going to be on, oh, ha, 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 Lamar this, Josh Allen that. Sean McDermott won't get a lick of credit. Okay, we know how it goes. And if and when the Bills lose a playoff game this season, he'll get all the blame. Let's give this man some credit. This team was ready to play, and situationally, they have been ready for the moment. I said it last week when Spencer Brown took a false start on the goal line. One of the smartest plays a player can make in that situation, because you're risking an inch to gain 5 yards. The team was ready for that moment. This game, the Bills were ready for that end of half scenario. It doesn't seem like much. It seems like basic football. We see teams screw that up every week. This is a team that is playing like they have been there before, and hopefully they can find a way to close this game out. The Bills lead 21-10 right now. They get the ball coming out of the second half. Let's see if they can go down and score, make it 28-10, and we just party in this second half. Let's go, Bills. We are 30 minutes away from an AFC Championship game appearance. Luca and I will be back tomorrow morning, bright and early, with the post-game show, Win or Lose. And we will see you all there. We would love for you to join us. Come check it out on YouTube, Spotify, anywhere it can be. Hopefully, football gods, I am here next week for another edition of Bills Chat Halftime. I'll talk to you then. Fingers crossed. Go Bills.